Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Boomy Moore and my father, Bitcoin Zeke, with another crypto video for your benefit. I think we made our first crypto video back in, was it 2017 or 18 when you were in Panama? Do you
Probably
remember?
2017. That's when the market was hot, like it's getting ready to get now. It was exploding in 2017.
And so I remember going to Panama, my father talking about crypto to me, and I'm like, I want to help my audience. I start making videos. So we've made videos off and on since that time. So it's been about 5 years now. Good gracious.
More.
So wow. So it's been some time, and it's only been up until this time. It's been, hey, we don't have any business or anything to share with you. We just want to give you tips and help you to not miss this opportunity of getting in the market. And I've always had people who thank me for helping them to open up wallets back in 2018 and getting started buying their first amount of Bitcoin. And we're still doing that today.
Absolutely.
Because what we want for ourselves, we want for everybody else. So that's our motive in making these videos, just to give you our opinions on crypto, let you know what has happened for us. So I want to get into this conversation because my father and I were talking last night about crypto, as we often do at home. And so I helped a young lady, my son's girlfriend, Desiree, who's just 24, helped her to open up 2 wallets yesterday. And so we were talking just about the whole adoption concept of more and more people coming into the crypto space. And we want to really serve people and serve the space in helping more people to come this way. My father listens to and stays up on crypto news like a lot during the day. And so, Daddy, you were talking about some innovations and some things that were going to be happening as adoption happens. And you were talking about what needs to happen for adoption to happen. I think also, right? What needs to happen in order for these big institutional investors to come?
Absolutely. There's something called the S curve. The S curve basically shows where you are in the process of adoption. Guys, we are really early on. This is why we encourage everybody to get involved, because in terms of the S curve, we had the really down at the bottom of the S curve.
You're saying S, like the letter S, and you're saying we're down at the bottom of the S.
Exactly. I mean, the X curve is, really just beginning. This whole industry is very, very young. So we're at 4% of adoption. Can you imagine that? We're only 4%. So we got like 96% to go. The guys,
so wait a minute, I'm going to stop you because I want to make sure people understand. When you say we're at 4%, tell them what you mean by that. You mean
we have 4% adoption, meaning that only 4% of the people on the globe has opened up a wallet. That's what I mean. Okay. So we're really early, and we're talking about adoption is coming, and the industry is making it easier for people to actually get involved. The technology is coming where you can open up a wallet just as easy or easier than you could open up a bank account. And this coming cycle, by the end of the cycle, you're going to be able to press a few buttons or a few clicks, and you're going to be able to buy crypto. I mean, it's the groundwork is being put in place now.
Well, let's stop there. And guys, this is live, so we didn't prepare and cut off the phone. This is my son. Okay, and we're in the middle of doing a live video. I'll call you back in 5 minutes. All right. All right. So, so yesterday I helped somebody to open up an account. It wasn't that hard, but she was a young person into technology, so she was just like doing stuff without me having to tell her a lot. But there are some people who need you to go older people every step. So you're saying that whatever the process is right now is going to get easier so that more and more people feel comfortable, and so that they can have an easier time in opening up a wallet.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to get easier because your example of Desiree, she's 23 years old. She stands probably grew up with a computer in their hands.
Mm.
But you know, adoption, we need more than 23-year-old people. I mean, the market and the money are the people, you know, that's like, you know, 40 and over.
Oh my goodness, I get it. So as adoption happens, the market needs billions and billions and billions of more dollars, and maybe trillions, I don't know, coming in.
Literally treat.
And it's not the young people right now with the money.
They don't have.
It's the older people with the money. It has to be conducive for them.
Exactly. I mean, it's not the young people. It's not even the
40-year-olds.
Not even 40-year-old.
No.
I mean, it's the baby boomers that got the money. I mean, they got trillions and trillions. So we got to make it easier for them. They got to be able to go to the computer and do a few clicks and buy, you know, $1 million worth of Bitcoin or whatever. That technology is being developed as we speak. So the market is going to go slow until it goes fast, and that's where it goes. But we want to just emphasize that now is the time to get in, because when the market starts to go fast, it's going to be too late to try to come and catch up. So now, while it's slow, but
wait a minute. When you say it's slow, are you talking about the current cycle that we're in, or are you talking about just being the only 14 years into crypto as a whole?
Well, maybe I use the wrong way. When I say it's slow, I probably mean that it's low. You know,
okay.
The market is low right now. But as it grows and gets faster, of course, you know, the volume of people coming in and the volume of money coming in is going to drive the price up, because the demand is really there. But we need the innovation to execute on the demand that we have in the market. But I mean, it's growing. Innovation is happening. For example, I'm paying attention to Bitcoin. So everywhere I go, you know, like I see ATM Bitcoin machine. You know, it's in the supermarket. At Giants, I bought Bitcoins at Giants about 2 years ago. I mean, it's in Safeway. Almost every raw farm I go to, there's one or two cryptos in there. I went to one of
that should be a clue, guys.
I went one in Pikesville. Not only did they have Bitcoin, they had 36 other coins that you could buy out of that machine. So, guys, that's a clue. I mean, they're in a local filling station. You name it, so it's coming. So I'm kind of saying all this to say that, okay, since you know it's coming, why don't you figure out a way to get involved and start the process of accumulation? I think the opposite word right now in this market is accumulation, because if you accumulate in the bear market, you're gonna be so happy when the bull market starts and runs to its cycle.
Yeah, I think that is a really crucial concept that we have been trying to get over to people for many years. Some people want to learn how to trade. If you want to learn how to learn that skill, that's fine. But what are the numbers on trading? Because hodling, just holding on for dear life, is much safer in our opinion and just a better way. But what are the numbers you heard about
like
trading?
Like I said, I was introduced to Bitcoin in 2017 when we lived in Panama, and you know, living there was easy. I had plenty of time on the beach, and I just studied the Bitcoin, the crypto. I studied the whole industry, and I concluded that it's technology. It's here to stay. So since it's here to stay, you know, why not get involved then and start to understand it and the process of accumulation? Since it's here to stay, I took a long-term perspective, you know. So I'm going to, you know, dollar cost averaging. You don't have to have a lot of money to get in. You can, you know, you can literally put in as $10 at a time. You can put in $10 a day, a week, a month, or whenever. But the point that we're trying to make is that get involved and educate yourself, because when you educate yourself, you're going to be comfortable with doing it. And until you do that, you're going to, well, oh, I don't know. I mean, am I going to lose my money? You know, a point in case, Bitcoin is so stable. And people say, Zeke, it's volatile. It's up and down. Microsoft was up and down. Google was up and down when it was very young like that, but over time it becomes stable, and you end up making a lot of money. So Bitcoin, I'll say, is stable to the point of timing. Everything is about timing. Had There has not been a time with Bitcoin, had you invested money in it and held it for 4 years, you would not have lost money, because it would have gone down, but it would have gone back up to a higher high. And the opposite word is a higher high. Each cycle, it goes back to a higher high. This past cycle, it was 69,000, almost 70,000. The next cycle, I'll just look at some prediction yesterday. I mean, the minimum prediction the next cycle is $238,000, from 69 to $238,000. Now, the previous cycle was $20,000. And the time before that, it was $1,000. I mean, get the progression, get the growth. 1,000, 20,000, 68,000. Now it's predicted to do 238,000.
Well,
do you want to be in that growth?
Absolutely. I think a lot of people have this get rich quick mentality. Oh, what is it going to be if I put some money somewhere in 30 days, next month, or 90 days? People have to learn how to have a longer term perspective. And what you said was so key. If you understand market cycles, no one has ever lost money in Bitcoin when they have held it for 4 years. So many people have lost money because not understanding, they put their money in at a time when their drop back comes, as it just always does. That's a part of the cycle, part of the 4-year plan. Then they go and pull it out because they get scared, lower than where they bought it. So if you pull it out lower than where you bought it at a price that's lower, you're going to always lose.
I mean, that's natural. That's just like the stock market.
Right.
I mean, if you buy high and sell low, you lose money.
It's a basic. That's just basic, story, right? So that's why you got to get an understanding of what has been happening over these 14 years that Bitcoin has been in existence. It always comes back when the bull market comes back to above as high as high. So you just wait. But I heard something like, if you can't stomach the lows, then you don't deserve the highs. Like when Bitcoin started dropping, it wasn't for me, oh, I gotta hurry up and get my money out. Now I understand some people like, okay, let me pull out and put in stable coin. That's fine, because if they I don't know, they have another strategy or something. But if you know you're a hodler and you're just holding on to it, it goes down and it's gonna come back. But I don't know, a lot of people don't.
You're right, Bowman. See, Bitcoin, you got to understand something about it. It's a form of money. It's going to be here. We know our dollar is weak. It doesn't buy as much as it used to buy because inflation is is so high. I mean, why does stuff cost more? Simply because the dollar is purchasing less. I mean, that's the concept of inflation. If the dollar was stronger, it would buy more, but it's weaker, so the purchasing power, we're losing purchasing power. And with Bitcoin, we are gaining purchasing power because it's stable in terms of a long-term perspective. So my strategy is understand that it's going to be here, and it's good for us, it's good for our children, our grandchildren. It's simply the future. I mean, it's not going to go away. So you might as well join it, because you can't beat it.
Make it pay you, right?
It will pay over time.
Yeah. And we don't want you to miss it. We've been talking about this for 5 years, and for 5 years, some people just been listening when you could have been profiting, you could have been learning. But now here we are. It's still early in the game. My father said there's that S curve. I guess with the S, you come in at the bottom there. Coming at the bottom, right? We're still at the bottom. It'll be a while before we get up there to the top. So come on in. Come on into the space. Come on into crypto. And let's profit as we work our way through the world coming this way. All right, guys. Well, that's our 15 minutes we got for you. Hopefully you got some insight from that. Give us a call, 980-888-2000. My number again, 980-888-2000, and we can help you learn more about crypto and even how to earn rewards every single day in the crypto space from crypto backed by real world commodities. Have a great day.